Warning: the following content contains material that is unsuitable for young audiences. This may include the use of strong language, innuendo and crude humor, and the discussion of serious and mature subject matter. In layman's terms, I am not a kids channel. If you were planning to watch this video and are younger than the age of 13, please click away. Thank you. Hello viewers, Bracket in a new decade here. I considered making one of these update videos again since I finished my response to the COPPA revision. I've been feeling some serious regret with some of the creative decisions I made last year, plus some overall insecurity with how I'm viewed on here especially. I'll get to that later, but I've got some more important news to share with you that I've honestly been holding back since the start of the year, due to it being a lot more personal. Just about as soon as the new year opened, a vital family member of mine had passed away. I won't get into any specifics for obvious reasons, but I will inform you about some basic things. Because they were the only parent of mine at the time, I have to settle in a very close relative's place as the situation gets sorted. This will take months to clear out, so videos and artwork are going to be even less frequent than usual. Not helping is the fact that I'm settling in a room which has inconsistent internet access, to say the least. I'd like to elaborate that I usually plug in my PC to an Ethernet cable as it's generally more reliable, but currently I have to use Wi-Fi and my room isn't exactly a good access point. Regardless of technical issues, this is a huge change in my life, and even though I feel like I'm handling it exceptionally well, I don't know exactly what else is in store for me as the year goes on. At the time of this writing though, it's looking to be moving along smoothly. Again, I'm not giving away much info about it as this is clearly a very confidential thing, and I dedicate this part to the one who's passed. They will dearly be missed. With that sad fact out of the way, I'll talk about what I was originally going to when I initially planned on scripting this back in January. Just my overall insecurity as a content creator, specifically as a video maker. 2019 was overall a shitty year for my channel. Not only did I upload next to nothing, but it was clear that my audience shrunk significantly as a result. I'm not feeling that regretful about it though, because most of the people who got into me are probably types I can't stand nowadays. Mostly just tough guy internet warriors who exaggerate the badness of obscure YouTubers and deviant artists for a few seconds of fame, which I admittedly was one of. And a lot of them have left anyway, so they're basically just dead subscribers. Now I've become a lot more sensitive, cucked by the leftists as some put it. That has made me realize, even though my past rants weren't intended to be malicious or insensitive, I can't help but feel like they've dated themselves badly as my personality's changed. I've lost my edge, and it shows. Not to mention, I feel like I've held myself on too high a pedestal for a long time, especially now due to my complete irrelevance. This is an issue I want to sort out with my videos for the year, by not making myself sound pretentious due to past success. That also means the end of my weak promises for upcoming videos. A lot of the time I don't get to work on them until long after I've said anything, so I won't announce those until I've begun some work into each part of the project. You know, the scripting, recording, and the editing. My work is honestly not worth getting hyped over if engagement overall is low. It's an unrealistic expectation that I've set on myself since the start. There's also the fact my audience is an overall split. There is very little in the way of overlap when it comes to my demographics. While my Twitter is used as a general avenue for promotion, I feel there is an imbalance in favor of my artwork and not videos. Even though my newest videos are almost always the pinned tweet, I don't focus that much on promoting them. As I just said, there is a definite split in my audience where one big part follows me for the artwork, a few for the videos, and a select amount that are here for both or something else. It is of course not easy to attract an audience that'll be into both at the same time, so nowadays I treat them separately. Promoting yourself as a YouTuber in itself has become much harder over the years due to algorithm changes, but I still have no intentions of selling myself out to game the system, basically not going to be titling my videos in a corporatized format like most do. Hate to toot my own horn, but I have some integrity. I'd rather not be a victim to the evils of late-stage capitalism just to get extra viewers. However, I will definitely be promoting my content through Twitter more before videos release. Not that it really matters, because to tell you the truth, I've been in a dead zone as far as video topics goes for a while. There's been some possible ideas for commentaries, but absolutely none for rants, other than maybe yet another installment of DeviantArt profile reviews. There's also the Baseline album review, which as far back as 2018 I considered doing a video for it. I'd like that to be my next full video, but as I explained earlier, I'm not promising anything. Procrastination's been a curse for me on almost every video I've made in the past year, sometimes making me question if I want to do them anymore. I don't have enough fun making them sometimes, and the low viewer turnout really doesn't warrant all the struggle. That's about it when it comes to future plans on the video production front, but before I get into the next part, I would like to follow up what I said in my warning about COPPA. Y'all had every right to be be afraid about it, especially when it's now led to many videos starring animated characters to be flagged as solely for kids by the algorithm. And the worst part, you can't even easily add these to playlists anymore. I thought curating them to playlists would be the solution, but YouTube chose to disrespect that. Not to mention, why does the mini player have to be disabled on those videos? It literally makes no sense unless they're collecting data that way. Talk about paranoia on YouTube's part, or they're just trying to make the FTC look bad again. And as for BitChute, I have not stuck with my word, considering ever since I released that video, I've been neglecting to upload anything over there, not even past stuff. Shows how I feel about the site as a whole, doesn't it? If nothing else, I'll just consider it a last resort just in case YouTube really does crash and burn. Anyways, beyond 2019 being a poor year for me analytically, I don't consider many of the few videos I did that year to be that good either. There's definitely some exceptions like Freddy Frisbee, Rocko's Bigoted Gatekeepers, and the Vadi Rant, but overall I just haven't been feeling it. The first video of that year, the one I did on Endo Polino Fangirl, is one which I feel started well but derailed itself by the time I covered her YouTube videos. My selections for that were mostly arbitrary. There was also a major mistake in editing when placing an interjection.
And after the critic rant, I will salute on Caillou!
I didn't know this was made in 2014. Man, holy shit, that was 5 years ago. The more dated the meme, the better. Yeah, that felt really off. That interjection should have been placed when the one character with the pixel glasses appeared. Instead, I wasted it on a Logan Paul joke. Then there's my call-out culture rant, where in hindsight I partly messed up my terminology. What I was actually talking about for the bulk of it was cancel culture or smear culture. I got sidetracked in what I was talking about as well. One of my first directly political videos, and as you can tell I didn't express my views at the best time, nor in the best way. Otherwise the video's okay, but that oversight continues to bug me. Finally, there was the attempt at reviving the Shows Yes Teen Titans Go and the Nutshak No character, albeit from the lens of him changing a lot over the years he was away in a much different personality. I thought it was funny at first, but then a re-evaluation of myself the night before the video's release made me almost not upload the video at all. Originally, there was a pinned comment linking a tweet explaining some changes in how I was going to present myself. One of the biggest parts of that was how preachy I was with my politics. Needless to say, half of that revival just serves as me rejecting disdain from many anti-SJWs in a very preachy manner.
I want to express my free speech! Let me express my free speech!
The character itself is almost completely different in personality and tone. Unrecognizable to his former self. It's one of those few videos I've made which I completely regret the creation of. The revival itself wasn't that poorly received, but it was a flop, and I feel like that was for the best. So if you see this one video disappear from my channel, you understand why. This character should have stayed dead. But now I get to the part where I might lose some credibility. But by this point I've got nothing to lose. Lately I've been getting some strange comments, mostly on a few of my YouTube videos. I do know someone tagged me on Twitter, however I didn't take a screenshot of it. I don't feel like searching for the reply in question. Nothing on DeviantArt though, so I can tell this is mainly regarding my presence as a YouTuber and not an artist. The reason I call a few of these strange is because of the way the commenters present themselves. There were a couple who said they would do some form of response on me, but never fulfilled such as far as I know. Then again, I could have very well been baited. Beyond that, we have riveting views from the human mind such as...
PM bro, who are you? Who the fuck is this? PM me.
I really have no clue what their intentions were when they wrote that. My only rebuttal to this is, hey dumbass, YouTube removed the messaging system a long time ago. Though I shouldn't expect them to know that given their biggest claim to fame. P.S. Bookmark this guy for later. The more political videos I did talking about Rocko Static Cling were unsurprisingly a target for these idiotic commenters. One individual wrote,
if you don't like YouTuber No Bullshits' video about Rocko's special, don't watch it. Plain and simple.
They also commented on another video of mine.
If you didn't like No Bullshit's video on the Rocko special, don't watch it. Plain and simple.
Yes, tell me to not watch a video which I've already gone and seen. That makes a lot of sense from my point of view. On top of that, you posted the same comment twice with a measly difference in the wording. I went ahead and replied to the first one I just read, which led to this loony exchange. Oh yes, the don't like, don't watch argument. That's one I love getting. Also, why did you have to comment this on the video which isn't even responding to no BS?
Because I can. Don't like my argument? Oh well. You got a problem with that? Enjoy your dying channel. While Knobs is still getting subs and views.
I have a problem with it because you really didn't need to comment that and you sounded dismissive overall. To be fair though, my channel is definitely dying.
I can comment whatever I want. You got a problem with it? Too bad. Enjoy your dying channel. The comment's just dumb. I'm not gonna trample on your privilege to comment something like that. I don't care if you think my comment is dumb. A master with intellect we have here. They don't even care if I find their comment stupid. That's the spirit. Then there's this one comment I got, which I don't know how to feel towards. It's like they tried to give me some actual criticism, but it's written in a rather destructive manner if nothing else. Look, I'm not even going to deny that I thought highly of myself, hence why I intend to tone down how I hype myself from now on. Other than that, they're basically telling me to stop being trash off their own standards mind, which in turn helps nobody. Also something about a quote-unquote zoomer outlook and being mindful of my public image. Like he doesn't know that smear culture is a huge problem at the moment online, and they don't realize how damaging that can be in the real world. But all those previous comments pale in comparison to our last for today. Someone posing as a past target of mine, Farhan the movie guy, said this.
Hey, blue-pilled freak! You are a radical leftist for liking Vosh. Admit it. And I don't mean this in a joking manner. You siding with some stupid leftist over PewDiePie is downright dim-witted.
Well, hey, you caught me. I am indeed a radical leftist. Problem? Maybe? As for this PewDiePie situation itself, I might do a separate video talking about it as I have quite a few things to say. Some pretty big hot takes as well. Yet, even though he admitted that I'm a radical leftist, he had previously called me a boomer. I can't help but smell some irony in that statement. I'm certain the comment's bait, but it is a humorous one due to the lack of self-awareness. I've had some underlying skepticism that some of the accounts we commented are hosted by the same person, which includes some I didn't show because the accounts have been blocked. Why else would they pose as one of my previous recurring subjects? I knew right away that this was not the true Farhan, as I could care less about what he does now, and he doesn't comment on my videos anyway. The strangest part of it all is why they even went under the name considering they don't act any bit like them, like they were trying to hide their identity. I don't know who you are, but did you really think I'd fall for that? There's trolling, and then there's being an aimless buffoon who has no clue what they're trying to accomplish. To sum this up, I'll be changing the ways on how I present and hype myself, try to promote myself better through Twitter and other platforms, and I won't be promising any future content as I fail to fulfill them a lot. Videos will be announced more in advance when enough work has been done, even though I don't plan on following a schedule. Being both a video producer and an artist simultaneously aren't easy tasks to keep up with, so I can't guarantee anything will be completed and released at a certain time. Plus, there's real life stuff I gotta worry about, and I consider that more important. Even though I have to admit my priorities are pretty off, I still care a lot about outside stuff. With all that said, thank you very much for watching. This is Bracken Neutron, signing out.
Is the essence of life.